This is a video inventory of 12 Clarendon House for the next academic year students of 2025 to 2026. I can confirm that all smoke alarms are working, all legalities regarding the property are in order, and the property has had a full professional clean. Just before we go in, you can see on the right here you have your Belvoir what to do in an emergency notice, so just familiarise yourself with that. And looking at your front door, it seems to be in a pretty good condition, although there are a few marks in places. Just here. So we're going to head into the hallway and focus on the floor. Immediately you can see there's a couple paint marks and light scratching. Just going to focus on the floor as we walk around. We're going to follow on through towards the stairs and the kitchen. Sticker on one of the tiles just here. I'm just going to focus on the walls as we head back through the main hallway. As you can see, the walls are in a really good condition here, with no visible marking. Walls in a really good condition, and again just going to focus on these ones near the front entrance. As you can see, you do have a thermostat just here, and next to your front door you have your HMO license, and again another what to do in an emergency notice. Foam fire extinguisher near your front door. This is to be used in emergency situations only. And as you can see, the window just off from the main hallway is operational. I'm just going to close this now and just focus on the walls again. There is a light scuff mark just here near the light switch over here. So we'll start off with bedroom number 1 and number 2, and then we'll head into the kitchen lounge area. So we've got bedroom number 1 just here. We'll do this first and then we'll head into the toilet just to the left of it. So looking at the bedroom door, you can see there is some marking just here. Focusing on the floor as we head on in. Just looking for any marks or tears. Seems to be in a good condition so far. We'll start off on the left and we'll move clockwise through the room. So focusing first on your mattress. It looks to be in a good condition, just a light, about 50p size yellow stain there. It's quite tough to pick up on camera. Just going to flip this over now. And looking at the top, you can see it's in a really good condition with no marks. Looking at the wall, just behind your mattress, so there's no marking to the wall here, in a really good condition. Just move over this way. As you can see, you have a full-length mirror with no damage. Inside of your wardrobe is nice and clean with no marks and no damage to the shelving. Just close these doors. As you can see, doors are also in a really good condition. Your light does work, and to show you, your windows are operational. The wall in between the two windows is in a really good condition too. Just going to close this. Study chair in a good condition, maybe a faint white mark just there, and again to the back looks like a paint mark. Close this window. Some light marking to this curtain here, and having a look at your desk, we can see a few marks in places, but no major damage. You do have a notice board just there for any posters and bits you'd like to hang up. I do advise that you do not hang posters on the walls, as this will likely result in a charge to get it repainted. Desk drawers nice and clean, no damage. and radiator to the wall there, and some shelving for your usage. And just to know, there are some hooks to the bedroom door just there. So we're going to move into the bathroom just outside of bedroom number 1. So again, just focusing on the floor as we move in. Just looking for any marks or any damage. Your toilet has been cleaned. I'm just going to flush this now to get rid of the cleaning residue. Your sink is in a really good condition with no marks or chips to the basin. The toilet is nice and clean with no damage. Waste bin to the right there. And just looking at your mirror storage, as you can see, the frame's a little worn, but the mirror itself has no cracks. And some staining to the inside here, just a little bit worn. Again, your bath and shower has been cleaned professionally, as you can see. And your shower screen is in a nice clean condition there. I'm just going to focus on the walls quickly so you can see that there are no markings of the walls. In really good order. And we're going to move into bedroom number 2. So just next to bedroom 1 we have bedroom 2 just here. There are some light markings to the door frame. So again, focusing on the floor as we walk in, you can see a clear mark just outside the bathroom. Moving on through. Other than that mark, it seems to be in a pretty good condition. Your wardrobe is nice and clean here with no damage. So this room does have 2 mirrors, one just here, and as you can see there are no chips or cracks, and then one just outside your ensuite here with, again, no damage. Just going to focus on the walls as you walk in. As you can see, they're in a nice clean condition. And just here next to the mirror, nice and clean. Moving on to your shelving, as again you can see they have been wiped down for you, so there is no cleaning issues. Your desk showing no signs of damage, no wearing. Desk drawers nice and clean. Study chair is in really good condition there, as you can see, and the back nice and clean. You do have a waste bin just down there for your convenience, and as you can see your window is operational. Move that out of the way. Notice board just next to your desk, and the wall is in a good condition. Some slight raising just here. Looking at the underside of your mattress, it appears to be in really good condition with no marks. Just going to flip this over. So looking at the top of your mattress, it is in a really nice condition. I just do see one mark just here, so just bear that in mind. Moving into your ensuites, again focusing on the floor first. Floor seems to be in a good condition, with no marks. Your sink is again undamaged, no chips or cracks to the basin. Some clear staining to the inside of your mirror cupboard here, and no damage to the mirror itself. You do have a soap holder, toothbrush holder, and a towel rail just here. As you can hear, the extractor fan is working, just there. And looking at your bath and shower screen, you can see they've all been cleaned for you in really good condition. So we're going to move on into the kitchen. Just before we do, there is a little storage cupboard on the right, just here. It's the one that says fire door keep shut, just there. So we're going to head into this. There's not too much to show you, just a few bits and bobs in here if you want to have a little look. They have some ironing boards, and you have got a clothes horse just there. So moving into the lounge and kitchen area, I'm just going to do a walk around and just focus on the floor. I do see some paint marks from where it's been repainted. Seems to be a purple marking just by the coffee table there. Seems to be in a pretty good condition. I'm not seeing any cracks or damage to the tiling. As I said, just a couple light paint marks here and there. So we'll start off with the lounge. Let me just flick these lights on. So as you can see, your lights are working. Going anti-clockwise around the room, starting off with the wall, you can see in a really good condition there. Same goes for this one here, no marks. Your first two-seater sofa just here, as you can see, there's no tears to the fabric and no marking that I can see. Seems to be in very good condition, just maybe a tad worn from being sat on. Again, your second seat sofa is in a very similar situation here, so condition. This third two-seater, you can see there's a white paint mark to the left side here. Some slight disshaping to the left-hand seat. Again, some light marks to this side too. Coffee table's in a great condition, other than a light sort of mark from where I'd imagine the cup's been placed. You do have a little end table just here that has been cleaned for you. As you can see, your window immediately to the far right corner is operational, as are these other two going towards the kitchen. Just to show there's no cracks or damage to these. Dining table. Now there are some markings, as you can see. We have had cleaners here, so I'd assume that they were unable to get those off. But there's no cracks or chips to the table itself. And your chairs here seems to be in a really good condition. No tears. The actual seats, just to show you the back here. I'll come back to this one. Have a look at the back there. No damage to this one. All seems to be in good order. You do have two waste bins just here by this far left window, and a carbon dioxide extinguisher for emergency situations only. So again, moving anti-clockwise, we'll start off with your dishwasher. As you can see, it's been cleaned out for you. Some light watermarks from a previous cycle. Once again, looking at your sink, there are some watermarks where the cleaners have not wiped it down, which should have been done. Nice and clean with no damage to the underneath of your right sink cupboard. Same for the left, a kettle in there for your usage. And just a note, your water meter is located just here if you need a water reading. Again, watermarks to this left sink, but no damage to the basin. Your window is operational, as you can see. I'll just close this now. Cupboards just above your right sink are nice and clean with No damage, a slight sticker mark here to the inside of the door, and nice and clean to the far right one here. Before I move any further to the left in the kitchen, I'll just show you inside this cupboard here. This is where your gas tech boiler is, as you can see. And you do have a mop and bucket just over here. Coming back to the kitchen, looking at your washing machine tray, you can see it's nice and clean. To the tray and the inside here, and to the door. Some clear marking to the counter and places. I would assume the cleaners weren't able to get those off. Microwave just here, nice and clean to the inside and to the door, and another kettle in the corner for you. Fire blanket just here, again for emergencies only. If you were to misuse them, there would be a charge, so please just bear that in mind. Some peeling to the underneath shelving just here, and an obvious scratch to the inside door just there. Kitchen drawer, nice and clean with no staining, and again some peeling to that shelf just there. This property has 2 ovens, 2 hobs. As you can see, the hobs are both nice and clean. Extractor fan has been cleaned to the above and the vents below, and the ovens are nice and clean to the inside, and the glass both inside and out. Coming back to the counter, I can see that there's some debris. I'll just wipe that off for you in a second. Again, some peeling to this bottom shelf here. And looking at your kitchen drawers near your fridges, seems to be in a nice clean condition. No marks. I would imagine that this debris is from your landlord. So let's move this out of the way. There doesn't seem to be any marking or damage to the counter. I'm just going to quickly pan across these walls here to see the state that they're in. Looking really good. Okay, so look at your fridges. There doesn't seem to be any denting to the bottom of the right hand one. There is some light denting, as you can see just there, in certain places. And some marking just the bottom of the top door here. So we'll start off with the fridge, which is at the top. As you can see, the shelves are in a good condition. However, the bottom one does have a significant crack just there, so just be careful. Otherwise though, it's nice and clean. And no damage to the freezer drawers on the right. Nice and clean to the inside of this left-hand white fridge. And I'm not seeing any damage to the drawers or shelves. Looks to be in a good condition. So we're going to move on to the bedrooms upstairs, the next one being bedroom number 3. As we go up the stairs, I'm just going to focus on the carpet, looking for any tears or marking. Seems to be in a good condition so far. And let's just have a quick look at the walls as we come up here. Okay, so you do have another foam fire extinguisher on the right as you're heading towards bedrooms 3, 4 and 5. See if I can get this wall without my shadow being in the way. Again, just focusing on the floor quickly. No markings of the carpet. Okay, so bedroom number 3. Just going to focus on the floor as we head on in. And again, seems to be in a good condition here. I'm not seeing any staining or tearing. No fraying to the carpet. Seems to be in really good condition. So obviously you have a radiator and shelving immediately to the left, all in good condition. Your wardrobe is nice and clean. Come a little bit closer for you. Nice and clean here. Just gonna close these doors. Some clear marking to the right hand door on the wardrobe here, if I get a closer shot for you. So just keep that in mind. It's probably from where the study chair's been scraping against it. So just try to be mindful of that. Your desk is in a really good condition. I'm not seeing any major marking. Yeah, just debris from when the window's been open here. Study chair looking really, really good. No tears to the fabric and no marking. As you can see, both windows are operational, as are your blinds. Nice and clean to your desk drawers with no staining. Looking at the underside of your mattress, it's very obvious that there's a mark here and a mark just there. So just bear that in mind. I'm going to flip this over now. The top side of your mattress is in a really good condition with no markings there. I'm just going to have a quick look at your walls. As you can see, they're nice and clean with no marking. Just going to close these windows, as you can hear a siren outside. I'll do the same over here. Full length mirror just outside your ensuite with no damage. I'm going to focus on the floor as we walk on in. Looking really good. Your toilet has been cleaned, as you can see, with no damage to the toilet bowl. Your sink is in a really good condition with no chips or cracks. Neither to the basin here, and you do have a waste bin just to the right. Clear staining to the inside. These have been here for a number of years, but your mirror is in a really good condition with no damage. Again, your bath and shower have been professionally cleaned, as you can see. No damage here, no cleaning issues. So we'll move on to bedroom number 4, which is just next door. So bedroom number 4 just here. Again, focusing on the carpet as we move on through. Seems to be in good order. As you can see, your window is operational. I'm just going to close this for you. Your blinds, looking at your blinds, they seem to be pretty worn. So just keep that in mind. I think they are operational, but just try to avoid damaging them further as much as possible. A hook to the wall, just there. Your desk is in a good, clean condition with no damage. And looking at your drawers, nice and clean, no staining. Study chair in great condition, no marks. Waste bin just next to your shelving here. So looking at the underside of your mattress, it seems to be in really good condition. I'm not seeing any marking there. Just going to flip this over. And same for the top side just here. And we'll just have a look at the wall behind. Seems to be in a good order. Again, another window. As you can see, it is operational. I'll just close this now. A wardrobe in a nice clean condition with no marks. And you can see your light is operational too. full-length mirror next to your bedroom door. No damage to the mirror or to the frame. And heading into your ensuite, we're just going to look at the floor again. Make sure it's in good condition for you. I did notice as I was walking around that there were some cleaning issues with the toilet. Not significant, but also it should have been resolved already, so I will ask the cleaners to come back and get that done for you by the time you've moved in. I'll quickly show you though that there is no damage to the toilet tank there, and neither to the bowl. The sink has no chips or cracks, no damage. And just to show you your mirror here, no damage. Okay, so we'll move on to bedroom number 5. So, bedroom number 5, just outside of bedroom 4. Heading in, just check your carpet. There is some fraying just here next to your bed. Again, a light mark next to your wardrobe. Seems to be in a good condition otherwise. As you can see, your window is operational. The previous tenant seems to have left a mosquito net of some kind. We'll focus on your desk first, I suppose. Seems to be in a good condition here. Drawers nice and clean with no staining. Study chair in a good condition to the back, and to the front it's just a light feather here. If I remove that. The wall just by your desk, as you can see, in good condition. There are some hooks to the door with an adhesive strip where a third one once was. A wardrobe in a nice clean condition with no damage. I'll come over this way to show you your mirror. Full-length mirror just next to your wardrobe again. No damage to the mirror itself or the frame. Because of the way that this bed is positioned, I'll have to flip this while recording. So this top side is in really good condition. I can't see any marks. It just seems that there's some sort of, as you can see, the fabric's a little bit loose in places, but no marking or damage there. I'm going to flip this over now. And looking at the top, again, no damage. Okay, so we're heading to your ensuite. Focusing again on the floor. Seems to be in a really good condition here. No damage to the sink, no chips or cracks. Mirror in a really good condition with no damage. The toilet again has been cleaned and is clean to the bottom as well with no damage. Shower, bath and shower screen have all been cleaned for you, as you can see. In a really good condition here. There is an adhesive strip on the wall. But otherwise in a really good condition. So we'll move on to the penultimate room, bedroom number 6. So heading back down the hallway towards the stairs, we have bedroom 6 to our right here. Focusing on the floor as we walk in, looking to be in good order. Not seeing any marking. Seems to be looking really good. We'll start off with the mattress, I suppose. So looking at the underside of your mattress, there is some clear marking to the bottom left here. I'm trying to point that out. I'm just going to flip this over for you. Looking at the top, I think I can see at least one small mark, which is just there. About the size of a 5p coin. The full length mirror is in a really good condition. No damage. I'm just going to have a look at the walls. Muy bien. No marking. There is, I don't know what you'd call this, really. It's like crap to the painting, but that would be for the landlord, so don't worry about that. Your windows are, as you can see, operational with no damage to the glass. I'm going to close this now. Your desk is in a really good condition here, as you can see. No scratching or damage. Study chair, again, immaculate. Just here. And you do have a waste bin underneath your desk for your convenience. Desk drawers are nice and clean with no damage. Inside of the wardrobe, again in really, really good condition there. Looking good. We're going to head into the bathroom, just outside of bedroom 6. Focusing on the floor, in good condition here. Your toilet, as you can see, has been cleaned with no damage to the bowl. Waste bin and toilet roll holder just to the right there. Just pan over these walls quickly. Your shower and bath have been cleaned, as you can see. Your cupboard storage mirror just there, looking really good with no damage to the glass. And just to show you your sink, seems to be in really good condition. Just here. Okay, so on to the final room, bedroom number 7, which is at the very end of the corridor here. So, once again, we're going to focus on the floor as we walk on through. Immediately I can see a slight marking underneath the full-length mirror here. Otherwise, though, in a good condition. Slight black mark, I suppose, in between your desk and wardrobe. Otherwise, they're looking really good. So we'll come back to the sort of entrance to the room, and we'll go clockwise. Close this door. So going from left to right, you can see the walls in a great condition here. Full-length mirror next to your notice board. No cracks or damage. You do have your first window here, as you can see, no damage, and next to it some shelving for your convenience. Your desk does have a paint mark just here, so just bear that in mind. I'm not seeing any scratches or peeling, so that seems to be in a good condition. Desk drawers nice and clean with no staining, and the fabric to your study chair looking really good with no marks. Just going to close this window now. This room does have a study light just here. If any of you are nighttime readers, then you might want this room. Nice and clean to your wardrobe, no damage to the shelving there. And as you can see, your light does work as well. Just show you here. Looking at your mattress, it seems to be nice and clean with no marks on the underneath here. Just going to flip this over as we have done with all the others. And the top side seems to be looking really good too. The walls behind your mattress, again in great condition. Just a little hook to the top there. And I'll just show you these walls here in case I've missed them. Waste bin for you, just to the right of your desk. And we'll turn this light off here. Lovely. Walking into your ensuite, just looking at the flooring. Not seeing any damage or marking. Just check to see if that's not damage. Waste bin for your convenience and a towel rail to the left here. Let's have a look at your sink. No chips or cracks to the basin. In really good order. As you can see, there's no damage to your toilet, just here. And it has been cleaned, ready to use. Inside storage, nice and clean for you, with no damage to the mirror. I'm just going to have a look at your shower screen. As you can see, there is no marking there. In really good condition. So that concludes this video inventory of 12 Clarendon House. All that leaves us to say is we hope you enjoy your stay with us here at Belvoir Leamington Spa, and we wish you the best of luck with your studies. Take care.